mind is not a substance. It's not something you can hold on to, like brain, kidney, lungs. It's not physical. Your mind is not physical. The mind is a manipulative organ. Gang, what up with you, man? Like, what with you, man? How you doing? Look. I wish I knew I could have not worn this fucking headset yet. Yo, look, I wore this shit, right? And my ear was fucking, my ear lost inside. Like, I could not feel my ears anymore. It was too fucking big. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know when you're being dropped into like a fucking what do you call it? Let me see, I've been deaf for a very long time, right? And all of a sudden you had this miracle that happened that made you undeaf. That's how I was this moment, because guys, this fucking shit, this nigga, look, I don't know how you guys have seen it, right? It look very, very small, man. It look very, very small, but trust me, it's huge. Like, it's fucking huge. Okay, I don't know if you can see it right, but it's huge. Like, it's called my whole fucking head. You know, I told you guys yesterday I'm gonna get it, and I got it, and I'm broke now. But regardless, we're back again. You don't want to pop it. What's popping, man? What's popping? You know, every day streaming, every day coming live, you know, talking shit, sharing knowledge, you know what I'm saying? But this is my own type of vibe, like, God, let it do. Like, okay, what am I saying? Let me put on my headset first. Let me put on my fucking headset. What? Look over my ear. And it's not more just a noise cancellation, okay? It's also more of just like, it's more of also like the bars is fucking much. Okay, it's really like, guys, see, like, it's really, really big, no caps, really big. It's covering my whole fucking ears. Okay, but regardless, okay, so this is my own vibe. I'm not here to be playing games. Okay, I wish I want to play games, but I can't play games because I have a fucking system. But I'll do the ones that I want to do. Okay, what I want to do, right? The ones I want to do, which is towards to be sharing knowledge with you guys. What happened was, man, my cat is like just be screaming at me now. I feel like he wants to toilet, and I took out his potty. I didn't even bring it back. Regardless, so like I said before, this is my own vibe, this is my own stuff, right? Me sharing knowledge with you guys, because this is what I want to be doing, okay? To be able to share knowledge with you guys, to share the things that I'm learning in real life with you guys every single day, okay? I don't have any special abilities, I'm not good at really anything that much, okay? The only thing I know I'm good at is learning and sharing that knowledge with you guys on Kick and putting it on YouTube as well. Okay, so today guys, we're going to be talking about the same thing that we talked about yesterday, okay, which is what? Procrastination, right? Okay, because yesterday we were talking about discussing how, you know, the reason why most of you guys are really procrastinating, even me myself, okay? But today now we're talking about how we can actually deal with that fucking shit, because it's a fucking shit, okay? So we're talking about how we do it, okay? Now I don't really talk too much, okay, because I don't see a reason why I'll be talking too much instead of me just to go right to the fucking streaming. Okay, so let me just go right in and just be streaming and be talking. Alright, now look, I can't even keep this thing in my ears because it's fucking big. I can't keep it in my ears. It's big, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm hearing my voice now, okay, my voice will be so fucking damn. I can't hear nothing. Only my voice. Okay, so let's go. Now, today we're talking about how to deal with procrastination, okay? Because in my last stream and on my YouTube, on my video on my YouTube, right, we talked about how we were able to, the reason behind procrastination and some other things as how we can deal with it, okay? But today we'll really go in depth on how to actually deal with it, okay? Now, we'll talk about how to deal with that shit, right? But before we go into how we deal with procrastination, right, you have to understand that, like I said before yesterday, guys, that your mind is separate from you. Okay, your mind is something that's outside of you. Okay, and if you're able to acknowledge this fact, if you're able to acknowledge this, you'll be able to make decisions more quickly, even though that decision is right or wrong. Okay, understand that your mind is separate from you, and if you're able to do that, you're able to make decisions more quickly, even though to bring out bad consequences, you're still able to make that decision. Okay, now why do I say so? Like, why do I say that you'll be able to make decisions quickly? Because now the mind, right? The mind can say that it wants one particular thing and say that it wants something else again at the same time. Okay, which brings out conflict between what's more important and what is more urgent. Okay, because to the mind doesn't know what's more important and what is more urgent. Like I said before, it only knows what it wants. Okay, even though that thing is not right for you, it only knows what it wants. And that's what happens when you think that your mind is you, because at that point there's more conflicts. Okay, there's conflicts between what is urgent and what is more important. Now, disclaimer, right? Those two things that your mind will be telling you about to do is those two things might be very, very urgent. Okay, they might be very, very urgent, but one is more urgent plus important. But because your mind has built up some certain level of control over you, okay, you begin to bargain between what is more important and what is more urgent. Okay, and deep down, you already know what's more important. Okay, but your mind at the back somewhere, okay, has already know that you will choose what is more urgent. Okay, there's a difference between what is urgent and what is important. What is important, do it now, and what is important and urgent, do it now. What is urgent but not important, delegate it. Like what this book that they call, what was that? I can't remember the book, okay, but that's how they put it. What is more important and urgent, do it. What is more urgent but not important, delegate it. Okay, so when you're in this conflict between what is more important and what is more urgent, your brain tends to want to entertain the conflict. Okay, it will tend to want to entertain the conflict, but it already knows what it wants. Okay, it already knows what it wants. It just that it has that level of control over you. So because of that level of control it has over you, it tends to allow you to just for the sake, just be contemplating, be thinking, be saying which one will I do right now, which is much more important right now. Okay, I'm a victim. You're a victim. Okay, like I said before in my previous stream, right? Do not beat yourself up because you don't know this. So now that you are knowing it, you need to make adjustments. Okay, now, like I said before in my other stream, right? Sometimes we tend to just wait to feel ready before we take action on probably what is more important. Okay, like our mind is fighting between what is more important and what is urgent. Okay, now most times the reason why we choose what is more urgent over what is more important is because we are waiting to feel ready before we take action on what is more important. Okay, and you know what's funny, right? Chat, know what's funny? You are very, very aware of the battle that's going inside your mind. Okay, you are very, very aware of the battle going in your mind between what is urgent and what is important. But until that decision, okay, chat, until that decision is made, you cannot take any other action else. You can't take any other action, or else you will feel like something is missing. Okay, and for you not to feel that way, okay, you have to separate yourself from your mind, or you have to separate the decision that you are making from the one that your mind wants to make. Because you are making because It's like two different decisions. Your own decision, your mind decision. Okay? And there are points whereby you have already like made up your mind or made up your decision to do a particular thing. But your mind has already made up itself that will not do this stuff. Would I do it tomorrow or later? Okay? And for the sake of sake, okay, chat, for the sake of sake, it tends to, like, it allows you to start bargaining. Okay? It wants you to start what? Bargaining. How will you do it later? No, I'll do it now. You know, like it's just back and forth. Okay, and the reason why this happens, chat, the reason why this happens is because of your own self-satisfactory. Like it's doing it for you. Yes, it's doing it for you. For your own self-satisfaction. Like it's for your own pleasure. Okay? Because you know our brain have that pleasurable side of us. So it's doing it to satisfy that what? That pleasurable side of your brain. Now look at my want to like try to like hold me, right? Let me ask you something. How do you feel? How do you feel when you are pushing a particular task for later to watch TV? You feel kind of relaxed. You feel, you know, like a pressure is moved from your chest. So you say I'm not wrong, right? So that bargaining, that conflict that mind is going through at that moment is doing it for you. It's doing it to satisfy you. Okay? But at the same time, right, there are two things that you need to understand, right? The mind is a manipulative organ. Yes, the mind is a manipulative organ because it's so good at making up excuses so as not to get you to want to do something either now, because most of the times to do it now. So it make up all the excuses so as not to get to do one particular thing, a particular task now. Then you leave it for later. And if you conquer it, you'll be free. That's the mind though. The mind is telling you all these excuses that okay, look, do this thing tomorrow. Okay, if you do it tomorrow, you'll be able to build no discipline, do this and that. And if you're able to do it tomorrow, you already conquer me. You know, you are good, you are disciplined, you are following your habits. That's how the mind tends to manipulate you. Okay? That's the same reason why you can be disciplined for like 2 weeks. Then after 2 weeks, you tend to fall off. And why is the reason why you fall off? Is because when you end up doing that task the next day, like the mind has told you to do, you become, or let me say, the mind becomes satisfied because now you have given into it. So the mind becomes satisfied, and you're not giving what you want, which is what to be disciplined. The mind allows you to be disciplined for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Then after that 2 weeks or 3 weeks, it now comes back, knocking on the phone and be like, yo, I need you back. Come back. And because of how weak you are and how less control you are of yourself, you tend to give yourself back to what your mind to help you to be controlling. And this is, look, I don't think there's anyone that can testify that this is not true. Like, this is fucking true, bro. Because that 2 weeks, right? Yeah. Because that 2 weeks, right? You better consider you have conquered your mind. Okay, that 2 weeks, you have conquered your mind. You are doing what you want to do. Know what your mind is telling you to do. You're in this David Goggins mentality. But your mind will be like, look at you. Don't worry, I'll get you back. Okay? That's how the mind works. And let me give you a very simple scenario right, so you can understand what I'm talking about, right? Just like the way each one of us, right, is addicted to dopamine. Okay, quick dopamine. The brain, let me say the mind is addicted to your incompetence, lack of self-awareness, lack of self-control. Okay, and every other thing that makes you useless. it tends to feed on those kind of emotion, because when it tends to feed on those things, that's how it takes control of you. Your laziness, your indiscipline, it feeds off that. Because you know at that point it tends to want to control. It have control over you. And the worst part is that you tend to let it control you. Oh. You tend to let it control you. You just give yourself into it, like when you have a particular urge to watch porn, just give yourself to watch porn. Like, that's stupid. Okay? One thing you have to understand is that, and I'll keep on saying, is that the mind knows what it wants. Okay? It does not know what is best for you. Okay? It wants that fucked up side of you. It does not care if that fucked up side of you is good for you or not. It just wants to have that particular side. It just needs it because that's what it feeds on. And once your mind gets that particular part of you, it might reward you with being disciplined for like 2 weeks and before takes you back again. Chat, are you guys hearing me? Chat, are you guys following me? Okay? That's how the mind works. Okay? Now let me drop a secret sauce for you guys, okay? The main reason for your procrastination, right, is because your mind is not trained. Like, look, scratch all what I've said, right? Just ignore them. The main reason why your mind, or the reason why you're procrastinating, I meant to say, is because your mind is not trained enough. But at the same time, you have to first of all understand that your mind is something that's outside of you. It is separate from you. It can be managed. Your mind is like that second thought when you have that urge to want to wake up early. You might not be like, nah man, bro, sleep the most. Just fucking sleep. Why you trying to stress? Like, that's your fucking mind talking. I'm just giving you an example. Okay? But now the main reason why you procrastinate is because your mind is not trained. Take your mind, like, see your mind as like a dog. When you train your dog, it tends to obey you. So also, the same goes for your mind. Okay? You tell it that this is what you want. This is what I'm going to do. And you're like, fuck it, I'll do it. Now, the mind will not say otherwise, because now you are stand on business. You're like, no, I'm doing this and there's nothing you're telling me. And the more you keep on doing it, the more you become in charge of where you want to go, and your mind just tends to follow your lead. Your mind tends to follow your lead. But remember that the mind has its own desire. Okay, it has its own wants. So it will keep on and always fighting for what it wants, regardless of you standing on business. So this part, right? This part you have to like understand this part, right? Guys, chat. Just take it. How you see it, chat. This part you have to get right, because if you're able to understand this part, I kid you not, you're able to understand that I've been giving myself up to something that is not even real. The mind is not a substance. It's not something you can hold on to, like brain, kidney, lungs. It's not physical. Your mind is not physical. Okay? It's not physical. It's more like an activity. It's like breeze, okay, in your fucking brain. It's like breeze. Activities in motion that tends to come and go. Okay? That's how the mind is. So the main nature, right? The main nature of our mind, your mind, is that it it's more of fluctuation. It's not stable. You have a thought today, before you know it's gone. You have an idea tomorrow. You have an idea today, before you know it's gone. Before it's come back. You know how fucked up that is. That's really fucked up. And this is what you are giving your life to, something that is not stable.